Welcome everyone. I'm your immigration attorney, Anthony Ray. There has been an explosion in the number of immigration questions we have received due to the impact of the pandemic on the U.S. immigration system. While we can't answer all of your questions here, let's take a look at a few of those questions right now. Let's get started. This is a question we get a lot. Some people feel that just because the USCIS and the State Department have temporarily halted some services, they feel that they should wait or not even start the process. In fact, both the USCIS and U.S. embassies are open, but services that require in-person interaction have been temporarily suspended. The Fiancé petition is a three-stage process that can take a year to a year and a half. Therefore, if you start the process now, your fiancé will get an interview at the U.S. Embassy in about a year or so. We don't expect this pandemic to last forever. Therefore, we are recommending our clients to start the process now. The USCIS is still processing fiancé petitions. By the time your fiancé secures a visa appointment at the U.S. Embassy abroad, we expect that the restrictions will be lifted. Don't let a pandemic get in the way of your future dreams. If you are an H-1B worker and you lost your job, you have a 60-day grace period. What does that mean? That means prior to the expiration of the grace period, you can take one of the following actions. First, you can transfer your H-1B status to a new employer. Second, you can change status to a different non-immigrant visa category. 3, you can stop postponing your engagement to your U.S. citizen partner and just get married in good faith and then file the proper paperwork with the USCIS. Or fourth, you can return to your home country and wait for new opportunities before coming back to the United States. Whether you start a new green card process under the EB-2 or EB-3 categories will depend on many factors, including your position, the job market, and the economic health of your sponsoring company. Whether you file or not may also depend on pure necessity. If you are approaching the H-1B 6-year limit, then you may be forced to start the green card process regardless of the current economic situation in order to extend your H-1B status and remain in the U.S. Parts of the green card process can take a long time to complete. Therefore, starting and filing the prevailing wage requests with the Department of Labor, which takes several months to process, can be done now as you wait for the economy to rebound. This will give you the flexibility you need to start the recruitment phase during the labor certification process. Travel restrictions, 14-day quarantine requirements, U.S. Embassy in-person appointment suspensions, border entry restrictions, and similar policies are evolving at a rapid pace. Do you want to be trapped outside of the United States? To avoid being separated from work and family in the United States, you have the option to extend your E-1, E-2 status here in the United States. Your company can file a petition on your behalf with the USCIS. An E-1, E-2 extension can be filed 6 months prior to the expiration of your status. Check your I-94 online and the stamp in your passport for the expiration date. Extensions are granted for a 2-year period. Be careful, the expiration on your E-1, E-2 visa stamp in your passport, that's the one with the photo on it, does not mean that your E-1, E-2 status has expired. Remember, always check your E-1, E-2, I-94 expiration date both online and in your passport. We expect to receive the Supreme Court's DACA decisions in June 2020. If the Supreme Court allows the termination of the DACA program, don't expect immediate changes. the USCIS will need to provide information about what will happen next. It may take the USCIS and the Department of Homeland Security several months to provide direction and clarification as to what will happen to our dreamers and how their lives will be impacted. If the Supreme Court upholds the DACA program, we will need a decision by Congress as to how DACA holders will be treated in the future. Remain in touch with your immigration attorney as events unfold. This will be a roller coaster year for immigration matters. I'm sure you have other immigration questions that were not answered today. Or maybe you have an immigration dilemma. Give us a call to see how we can help you avoid immigration pitfalls. Now, more than ever, it is imperative that you have an immigration attorney involved in your immigration case to navigate the ever-changing immigration landscape. Get the Ray Law advantage. Get the information and knowledge you need to have peace of mind. Until next time, stay on the right immigration path. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.